story with you. It took place 6 days before my first start at quarterback at the University of Michigan. We're getting ready to play Miami, Florida, who, by the way, were the #1 team in the nation, defending champions. I'm sitting in Jerry Hanlon's office. It's a Monday. I'm bugging him. He's doing a crossword puzzle. I'm trying to get his attention, and I throw out a dumb question to him. And then Jerry answered it and unlocked the secret to what Michigan football is all about. And the question was, I just simply said, what kind of team we're going to have this year, Coach? And without looking up, he said, it's too early to tell, Jimmy. I said, Coach, 6 days till we play our first ball game. You don't know what kind of team we're going to have? And he looked up, and he said, Jimmy, when you guys come back 15, 20 years from now, and we know what kind of men you are, what kind of husbands you become, what kind of fathers you are, then we'll know how good this football team is. And then he went back to his crossword puzzle. What defines people's lives are brushes with greatness. What is Michigan greatness? It's tradition. It is a bar that is raised so high that some people choose not to even attend the University of Michigan. For all of us, we share a common experience. Tremendous academics, the finest coaching, and we played against the best competition. The Michigan experience changes you. You feel that you might have a chance. It provides a unique opportunity to find and develop self-confidence to go against the very best. About 6 days ago, I was in Charlevoix, Michigan, and I happened to meet a gentleman who was 85 years old, and he was the senior manager of the 1942 Michigan football team. And he was telling me stories of Fritz Chrysler and Tom Harmon and Julie Franks and the Wisserts and fabulous stories. And I asked him about 20 minutes into the conversation, what did you take from Michigan? What did Michigan mean to you? And he said, people looked at me differently because I attended Michigan. People looked at me differently because I was part of the Michigan football program. He said, I was hired by a firm that had only hired Ivy League graduates, and they hired me. It changed my life. I was a 1986 graduate, and I knew exactly what he was talking about. Each person in this room knows exactly what that gentleman was talking about. You know exactly what he was saying. And I say this to you all, because of the great men who came before us, we had the opportunity to find out whether there was greatness in us. We came here as young men, we left as grown men, and we learned life lessons along the way. We became better men. We became better husbands. We became better fathers. And as a representative of the 80s, I just want to close and in final say that we in the 80s played for the greatest coach in the history of college football. There's no question about it. And Bo, I want you to stand, please, and let these men of Michigan say thanks and recognize you in the manner that you deserve.
Thank you, Jim. That was a stirring set of comments. We have two gentlemen to represent the 90s. The first speaker is Joe Marinaro, offensive guard. Joe was a two-time recipient of the Hugh Rader Award as Michigan's top offensive lineman, 1993 and 95. He was the 1995 team captain, along with linebacker Jared Irons. He was an integral part of Biaka Batuka's memorable 313-yard rushing performance against Ohio State that season. Marinaro was all Big Ten second team selection as an offensive guard in '93. He started 34 career games along the offensive line. He's been active in community relations. He spent time at the C.S. Mott Children's Hospital and participated in events at the University Hospital's Cardiac Pediatric Division. Joe Marinaro.